Ski Dazzle presents Ski Scene.
The incredible Southern Alps of New Zealand. They cover an area greater than the Alps of Central Europe. Today we're going to look at some of the best skiing in the Southern Hemisphere as we experience the Kiwi ski scene.
First, we'll take you to New Zealand's newest premier ski area, the Remarkables. How about an alternative to après-ski, jet boating, New Zealand style? Ever skied on a glacier? We did, one of the largest snowfields in the Southern Hemisphere. So stay tuned for Ski Scene.
Ski Scene is brought to you by English Leather in association with Skiing Magazine.
Today we're going to travel to the South Island of New Zealand. I'm Grant Goodeve, and joining me today is New Zealand's First Lady of Sports, Trish Stratford.
Okay, Grant, you ready to go cross-country skiing on Lake Alta?
I sure am.
Have you done this before?
A little bit, just enough to make me dangerous, Trish.
And enough to show me how to do it, I hope.
Well, of course. Follow me.
This part is
Pretty
deep.
fun, huh? Keep up now, Trish.
I'm following you, Grant.
You're in big trouble. Not a wise woman, Trish.
I'm just following you. This is fun.
This is great.
Are you enjoying this cross-country skiing in the glacial basin here?
It's unbelievably beautiful.
Tell you what, right up behind you there is Double Cone. That's the highest peak in the Remarkables.
Tell me, why are they called the Remarkables?
Good question. In the 1860s, there was a painter here. He set out at the beginning of the day to paint the Remarkables, and as the sun went around, they changed colour through blue, purple, pink, green, even to orange. End of the day, picks up the paintbrush, throws it down, kicks the easel and says, I can't paint these mountains, they're truly remarkable.
Oh, wow. They are awesome, I tell you.
Hey, you could be a local.
Why?
That's what they call them, the Awesomes. Queenstown. Sounds rather grand, but it was actually named in the most ordinary of ways. Born of the 1860s gold rush, it was a miner's shanty town. One night, drinking at the local blacksmith shop, which doubled as a sly grog shanty, they'd run out of friends and family to drink to, so decided to toast the health of the Queen of England, hence Queenstown. The town actually sits on the shores of Lake Wakatipu. It's known as the breathing lake, and it actually does rise and fall about 12 centimetres every hour. Maori legend has it it's the heart beating of a demon who used to terrorise the town. But it's skiing everyone comes to Queenstown for. It's known as the winter playground of the South Pacific and New Zealand's premier ski centre. It's only minutes away from Coronet Peak, Cadrona and the Remarkables.
The Remarkables, New Zealand's newest ski area, has superb facilities and fantastic snowfields, offering runs for every skier's ability. We had a chance to ski with one of the locals at this world-class ski area.
Thanks for joining us, Fiona. You're a ski instructor here at the Remarkables, right?
I sure am. It's a great day here today.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you this run called Ego Alley.
All
A few
right.
bumps in it. You ready to go?
Lead the way.
Okay.
The Remarkables consist of wide-open basins that have been developed as ski fields with acres of groomed lower-level slopes. With conditions like these, runs like Ego Alley provide skiers of all abilities the chance to turn into hot shots. The dry powder snow in this area of New Zealand provides the skier with some of the finest skiing in the world. One thing to remember, ski season down under starts in June and continues to October. And that gives those of us in the Northern Hemisphere a chance to ski during our summer months. The Remarkables have the latest in quad chairlifts that give quick access to the slopes for a full day of skiing.
Okay, Fiona, what have we got here?
Well, Grant, just over here to our right is a run called Homeward Bound, and it's one of the best runs at the Remarkables. It's the longest run we've got here and usually has the best powder on the mountain.
Well, let's go give Homeward Bound a run.
Go.
The skiing in New Zealand is every bit as good as the skiing in the Rockies, the Sierras, and even Europe. An unlimited variety of terrain, seemingly endless runs, and fresh powder are only part of what make the Kiwi ski experience. Not only is the skiing in New Zealand remarkable, so is the scenery. In fact, the South Island is full of majestic mountains that feed secluded inland waterways called fjords. In 1770, explorer Captain James Cook, afraid to sail into one of these fjords because of unreliable wind conditions, coined the name Doubtful Sound. Towering peaks and sheer rock walls give way to the dark waters below. The fjord is surrounded by spectacular scenery, revealing majestic waterfalls, cascading down hundreds of feet through the lush green rainforest to where dolphins frolic in the waters below. Native forests cover everything in sight, creating a total sense of solitude. And after a day of powder and bump skiing, a peaceful cruise on Doubtful Sound is just the answer. Stay tuned for more Ski Scene. What's unique about a ski trip to New Zealand is that it allows you a chance to ski in the morning and then spend your afternoon going back in time. Back to a time of steam engines, a time when boats such as the TSS Earnslaw were the only means of transporting supplies and livestock from Queenstown to the farmers living at Mount Nicholas Station.
The Earnslaw was built in 1912. She was one of 4 steamers maintaining regular service to Lake Wakatipu during the height of the gold rushes. Now she's the only one remaining, earning her the title of the sole Lady of the Lake.
While en route to Mount Nicholas Station, you can join the locals in an old-fashioned sing-along or just relax and enjoy the hour-long boat ride. Situated on the northwestern shore of Lake Wakatipu are more than 100,000 acres of farmland, home to over 25,000 sheep, the largest farm of this type on the lake. Once on shore, you'll experience a way of life that still goes on today. An experienced farmer at Mount Nicholas Sheep Station is your guide for the afternoon.
I've been involved in the farming scene all my life. We've got somewhere around about 70 million sheep in New Zealand. The first sheep to be introduced to the country were brought to the island by Captain Cook. There are 19 different breeds here, but only 3 are bred for wool production.
Out in the stockyard, sheepdogs go through their amazing paces. And on a tour through the wool sheds, an expert sheep shearer demonstrates his remarkable skills. While I try and figure out how many sheared sheep it takes to make a ski sweater, Trish is going to show you another form of après-ski, New Zealand style.
A must-do in Queenstown is the heli-jet triple thriller. Roller coastering on a chopper down the canyons, bobbing and bouncing on the white water rapids, and then there's this, the Hamilton jet boat. Reckless speeds down the Kaura River. They say it's not for the faint-hearted. Wish me luck!
As we've seen, New Zealand is a land full of history, beauty, and adventure. But as Trish and I discovered, some of its traditions originated halfway around the world in England. Christchurch is the largest of the South Island cities, yet retains some of the essentially British nature of its origins. This influence extends to sports as well, from the rough and tumble action of rugby to the international game of field hockey.
Christchurch is known as New Zealand's Garden City, built on the banks of the meandering Avon River. It sits on the Canterbury Plains, but as this is a ski show, and just for you, Grant, it's only an hour's drive from the Southern Alps and the ski fields. It was settled by the first 4 boats that came to New Zealand from England late last century. Some say it's now more English than England itself. It's dominated by the square in the city centre, and right in the middle of that square is the magnificent Christchurch Cathedral. Oh, I could get used to this, Grant. A little faster. Do you sing as well?
Oh, domando, rigatoni, geladoro, Montachetti.
Next up, we'll ski the Tasman, one of the longest glaciers in the world. This is incredible! This is the Tasman Glacier down here! The Mount Cook region's famous Tasman Glacier is a unique mountain adventure, and no ski trip to New Zealand would be complete without experiencing it. The Tasman is huge. It's the largest temperate zone glacier in the world. It stretches over 16 miles down the valley and in places is up to 1,600 feet deep with a ski run that's over 7 miles long. The Tasman Glacier is open to skiers and sightseers from June to November. The only way to get to the glacier is by ski plane, which departs daily from Queenstown and Christchurch. The price includes all flights, 2 runs on the glacier, and a great lunch. The trip is open to intermediate and advanced skiers who are accompanied by a professional ski guide, like Jocelyn.
Well, we've got 5-6 centimetres of light, dry snow on a good hard base, so it should be cruising country today.
Yeah, it looks perfect.
Well, just to get your bearings here, we've got a few of the peaks. We've got the minarets of some of the higher peaks around here. This area that we're in now is the neve. It's sort of like the lake that feeds a river, but it's the area of snow, the collecting basin of snow that feeds the glacier. Wow, we should get these skis on and try it out.
Well, it looks perfect enough that even I can make a perfect turn today.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find somewhere you could take a perfect fall. We'll work on it. Well,
all right.
We'll cruise on out of here if you just follow me and let's have some fun.
All right. Yes, sir, baby. Yeah. You can't sightsee and ski at the same time. Oh, Jess, this is absolutely spectacular.
Well, Grant, this is our waterfall and our river of ice. We've got to the part here where the glacier's rolling over a steeper drop, and so it's splitting apart, and that's all these ice walls that you can see are the splits of the glacier. You see the holes, the little caves will go into one now, but we're getting 30-40 metres of snow a year, and it's filling up these caves during the winter, so we can actually go in and stand on them.
Oh, that's great. Jess, I noticed that there are lines in the glacier here. What are those?
That's the growth rings of the glacier. Each year the snow gets compacted. The 30-40 metres of snowfall we're having up here gets compacted into that 4 or 5 metres and pressured into ice. At the end of the summer, there's a lot of brown dust, sometimes Australian bushfires that are left on the surface. And that's what those brown marks are.
Ah, but never smog, right?
We're not getting too much smog up here.
That's why I like it.
We all like it. You can see the next lot of skiers is coming in.
Yeah. You're gonna love it! Woo! Whoa! Hey! Zoom! Ah! Whoa! Almost made it. See, that's what happens when you follow me down. Little alternative skiing. Oh, all right. Right on. Woohoo!
Stay tuned for more ski scene from Down Under.
Okay, Grant, you've now skied the Tasman Glacier. Was it fun?
It was great. We had great powder. We had a great day. I've wanted to do that since I was a little kid, and it was everything I thought it would be. It was amazing. As a matter of fact, all the skiing down on the South Island was great.
We've got some other exciting stuff for you to do. Promise you'll come back?
I'd come back in a second, Trish. How do you eat this?
Kiwi fruit?
Yeah.
Well, you don't eat the furry brown skin.
All right.
It sticks to your teeth.
Wouldn't want that.
Peel it off. You've heard peel me a grape?
Yeah.
This is called peel me a kiwi fruit.
All right.
Take it down. That's right. It's actually very good for you. It's got 4 times more vitamin C than oranges.
Really?
It's yummy.
These are delicious.
Lots of energy for skiing.
Yeah. They make good classes, too. Air transportation for ski scene provided by Air New Zealand.
Ski Scene was brought to you by English Leather and Skiing Magazine.